holding conversations, tapping the mental. We tryna build like a king. Sit down with Gconnet, gotta think. I'm spitting the game with B's. I gotta shout out today. As a youngin', do it all for the J. I'm holding conversations, tapping the mental. We tryna build like a king. Sit down with Gconnet, gotta think. I'm spitting game with the B's. I gotta shout out to
tuned in with my OG, nigga. Interview coming soon, nigga. Yada da. Boy, you bitch you. It's your main man, Money Mo. Shout out to Gconnet. We going live. You know what I'm saying? You make sure y'all tap into them new episodes that's coming soon. Y'all gonna see me on there and a couple of more of your favorite people from your main motherfucking.
What it do, folks? We here at Gconnet with the homie Kato. You know, it's your boy G2Bs.
Your homeboy Deep Nail. What's happening?
We here with Gconnet and the homie Kato.
Welcome, brother. Welcome, brother.
Oh, man, appreciate you brothers having me, man. I'm gonna pour me a little shot of this Resposado. And you know what I'm saying, going by my chicken shit business, man.
So for the people that don't know you, Kato, who is Kato, man? How did Kato come to be Kato today?
Well, shit, Kato, you know, it's the name I inherited from my dad. I'm a junior. So my real nickname is El Kato Mac. That's that old school 70s shit. But, you know, I go by Kato. Coming up, I hated the name. You know what I'm saying? I didn't start liking it till Tupac always talked about his homie Kato.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? But Kato was like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people call me a South Central hood historian. I'm the soul of the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm something like a gatekeeper on certain levels of niggas entering South Central streets and keeping a lot of niggas safe, keeping a lot of motherfuckers focused, keeping a lot of people on their shit, and keeping a lot of niggas aware. And I've also, you know, I'm an activist. You know, I marched with Martin Luther King III, Mos Def, Ice Cube, and for the Genesis in 2006 when that went down with Michael Bell, and those youth were overcharged for that crime or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got an activist side of me. You know what I'm saying? I've done acting. Rapping, music. I'm a member of the Rolling 30s, Harlem Crips in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spokesperson for my community, which is the 30s King and Western, formerly called Santa Barbara. I take pride in that because, you know, I love my peoples, I love my loved ones, and, you know, by me being a person that has some type of voice that some people pay some little chicken shit attention to, I take pride in the message I give them for on my level. So, you know, I put a lot of humor with it because I got some comedy shit to me. I'm like a bottle of awesome, man. You know, you read that shit, it's like you can clean the rims and the K-Swiss. That's me. So, you know, Ktoefornia, man. Kato, I'm just your friendly neighborhood real motherfucking nigga for the under the old law real niggas.
For sure. There's very few of them left.
Yeah, it's about 14, 15 niggas left.
62
niggas in America.
So when did you start rapping?
I started rapping in 94 on the fluke. Really, I start going to the studio with my homie Marlon B. He had a record deal. He used to write for My Conception, you know what I'm saying? A group Coming of Age, G Wiz, and Miss Stevenson Squire, Crenshaw High. And he asked me to come to the studio with him because he had got a record deal. We was acquaintances, friends at Crenshaw High, but not really close because he was a grade over me. But Crenshaw at the time, you know, I was like from a posse gang called Penn State. It was like a school crew. We had a little dance going viral all over the world. And this was before viral was popping. Viral back then was being on the box. You know what I'm saying? We had the dance called the Penn State. Me and my homies made that up. I was a part of that crew. And one day he asked me to go to the studio with him. And I'm like, fuck you doing in the studio? He always used to tell me at school, like, Kato, man, when I get this record deal, man, I'm gonna come get you. I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? I love music, don't get me wrong. R&B first, rap second. You know what I'm saying? But I just like having fun, and I was good with the ladies. So he had me to bring bitches to the studio. Niggas know I'm gonna have some weed. So I was just there to bring like bitches and weed. That's it. I wasn't.
That's the party.
I didn't have no intentions on doing music. So one day he had me come in there and he was doing a hook to something. And I guess the engineer at the time was Chris Parks from Playground Productions. He was like, let him do the hook. No, ad-libs. I'll do some ad-libs on this little corny song we had. So I did the ad-libs, never heard myself on nothing. Then like I said, I just go to the studio. So after a while, I guess the heaviness of my voice or whatever, by me being such a small motherfucker, I had a heavy ass voice. So he asked me to do a hook. I didn't know what that was. But once I learned that the hook was the most important part of a song, I would just write hooks. Yeah. So that's how I started rapping. My job was just to write the hooks and do ad-libs, maybe an intro and outro, and that's it. I didn't start doing music as far as writing my own bars and verses until me and him split up as a unit. And at this time, a lot of my friends and family were so proud of me when I was rocking with him. I went on and just stepped full-fledged into music, but there was still other wars I was fighting within my mind and in my life, which disabled me from giving it 100%.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when did you, like, you just knew, like, for sure, like this is it. Like, I'm done with whatever else I got going on. Like, I'm all in. Like,
I knew it was it for me when my options ran out and I got sentenced. I had to go sit in Tehachapi State Prison, and I decided in there, because prior to me going to Tehachapi, I dedicated my life to breaking the law. I was good as fuck at it. That's why it took so long for me to get caught. So I never been to juvenile jail. Nah, shit. I just wasn't getting caught.
Right.
So it took me to be about 26 years old or something. You know what I'm saying? 25. And I started rapping at 17. I didn't take it serious until I got 24 or some shit. So all that time in the middle, and a lot of y'all niggas out there that I did music with in the middle years, I was faking it. I didn't even have no songs out. I was just fresh, and I had to look. I wore the Tupac rag. I wore a bald head. I basically I did everything Pac would do. And I never got dissed by my city for doing it. I'm from South Central LA. You get dissed. I never got called up, oh, he think he Tupac, he fake it. Because they accepted it because my energy was that of this trip. I remember my cousin Boule Mathis told me, a lot of people find this controversial, but real South Central niggas understand the essence of this statement. He said, you don't remind me of Tupac because Tupac ain't from LA. You remind me of Tupac remind me of Kato. When he came out here and became the LA dude, this is when he made this statement, not the Brenda's Got a Baby, not the Me Against the World Pac. So when you're a South Central nigga, you understand that Pac came in here and got caught up in our shit without being fully informed of the depth and seriousness of how the civilians and the soldiers take gangbanging. Because even if you're a civilian, you have to know the rules of the shit, or you won't be able to get that milk from the store for mama. Yeah. You won't be able to get that note and get those cigarettes because somebody gonna take that cigarette money. So you have to know how to maneuver out here, whether you're a Crip, Blood, Groover, Thug or not. It doesn't matter. That's extra shit if you become involved with it. Because really, if you really knew the culture of gangbanging, we didn't want the youth were not recruited. You would get pushed to go back to the basketball court, back to the football field, back to the bay, back to the books, back to the singing, back to the instruments. Only the fuck ups. If you got recruited, that's because you was out there acting hard. And niggas want a reason to beat your ass. They didn't really want you. Now people start getting put on sets out of fear. And so you got a different breed of guy running around here with the gang culture shit and wearing it on their sleeve when that wasn't the reason the shit was formed. Like my loved ones say, California Revolution in Progress. It was a spinoff of positivity. And when the government brought money, drugs, and politics into the game in our little sections of the city, it broke us all down. But I kind of...
No, because that's real conversation.
It broke us down.
Don't know. It broke us down from what it was like the Malcolm X.
And I'm a tiny low. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the tiny low generation. I'm in the middle of third and fourth generation. So therefore I have a chance to look at the de-evolution of it. I watched the evolution coming before my young homie passed away, which was Opening Eyes, Nipsey. And before, when it was some standards about shit, it was the reason why somebody was telling you to look a man in his eyes and, okay, I've got a prime example. Your first taste of gangbanging comes when your mama's getting you dressed for kindergarten. What'd she tell you? Somebody hit you, hit them back. You can't even read yet, but you know that. You can't count yet. Multiply, subtract stuff. But you know, if somebody hit you, hit them back.
Somebody disrespects you.
Look a man in his eyes, son, when you shake his hand with the right hand. You look at chin up, chest out. Yeah. These are essentials of life that we was giving people, not to giving our kids to survive on how to give respect to get respect.
Exactly. And it was a foundation, a manly concept.
And when the systematic laws of certain people put a whole my generations of fathers in jail, no disrespect, but we got a lot of single parent ran niggas running around here, and a lot of the single parent mothers, bless their soul, if they was finally trying to get out their mama house
give them that hand
and get on their feet, they also couldn't teach them how to be a man. They hung out with their mama in the nail shop. They hung out with their mama in the beauty shop. They went to Tata's house and watched their mama gossip. They went with their mama to go braid hair to buy you them goddamn Jordans. So you learn how to gossip. You learn how to be emotional, over emotional. You learn how to not, because we took up some of the young niggas. We took up so much of our mother's traits. We didn't have a chance to balance it out with some of our father's traits. Henceforth, you have what's called the bitch ass nigga.
It makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world.
You got certain cases where mama was strong and can handle it, but that's not the normalized thing. Yeah. And there's no disrespect and knock on women. I hope it don't get twisted, but that's the strongest species in the world because they, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, men didn't walk away from the homes. They were taken out. 3 strikes law, overcharging of shit. If you can't get a driver's license, you won't make a certain amount of money. So the government gonna give your wife, your girl, your baby mama so much money not to have you in their life. We'll make you rent $18. Matter of fact, we'll do daycare for you. Matter of fact, all we gotta do, you can't have no nigga though. And then the ones that you got a nigga every year, that nigga gotta hide this shit somewhere else because he got a yearly coming up.
Real shit.
Listen, I remember when I was younger, I was fucking with Section 8.
Hey, that's real.
When I was younger,
right there.
When I was younger, I was fucking with
game. That's real.
I was fucking with a Section 8 female when I was younger. She made me so mad. She told me to get out. I said, "No, your son got to put me out. He paid $712. You pay $28." God got to tell me to leave after this game. You want me to leave, Junior? No. So, and if you call the police gonna know I was living here, so you're gonna lose everything. So it's just another type of control because the government became our daddy. So then you got niggas who had hopes and dreams, and now they biggest part of their 18th is going down there on Normandy Imperial and getting put on general relief because they mama don't want to lose their check. I remember when I would be so absent from school, I didn't know if my mama was mad at me because I didn't go to school. It's because the worker gonna call because I had 48 absences. 62 tardies. How your shit? I did what's called learn how to go to homeroom. Sometimes you got parents telling you, nigga, you better at least go to homeroom. Therefore, we all need to mind somebody. And it was nobody to mind. And then so when the same little man that done grew up watching a daddy not be there and then being told a nigga wasn't shit, he grows up with the same traits. Unbeknown to him, you got the women thinking it's cool for her to have a baby daddy. It's cool to have a baby mama. That wasn't what the root thing was. Remember back in the day, if you got a job at Costco, you finna tell everybody about Costco?
Yeah.
Look how motherfucker act with a Costco card.
Everybody on.
So it's just I talk
about
about
nigga act with a Costco card. Wait, how a nigga act with a Costco card?
No, niggas act funny.
He act privileged. He act like he accomplished something. Because those you gotta listen.
No, I get it.
It's an accomplished that you feel accomplished because you qualified for that card, which don't work nowhere else but in that motherfucking store.
You're not talking about like us.
We're not talking about specifics. We're talking about the basis of the mindset of the things they got us worshiping. Instead of worshiping each other, they got us thinking we better than one another because we have a certain specific thing going on, when systematically you shouldn't be happy about a Costco card because a Costco card ain't where it's at. You should be happy that you can afford an American Express card, a Discovery card. Most niggas can't afford none of that. Your credit goes as far as helping these motherfucking corporations out. And that's what our black dollars is. It ain't nothing else. So like I tell you, I get off the Richter, I talk all over the place because my mind got so much shit in it. You got to direct me with questions because, like
No,
I say,
we
like I'm saying,
it up.
like I'm saying, this motherfucking system that we got in place was never built for us, never built, but we've always survived it. That's why we're the most irritating race. Only thing I wish the misconception between us and the brown would be different. I really can't do nothing about us and the Caucasians relationship because of the torture and what they did to us. We were never tortured by Hispanics. We never tortured Hispanics. We shouldn't have a rift with them.
Right.
You feel me? We should take a few traits out of their book as far as the camaraderie. Everybody can live here until everybody get right. And then whoever get right, that's who buy the house, and we gonna buy the house, and then they gonna live it. Then that family can have it next. And you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I don't like, because the neighborhood I came up in, we got along with our Hispanics. They was the homies. They was cool. It wasn't no, you know, and that's a narrative they tried to put out in South Central. You know what I'm saying? To try to break our streets down, the brown and the black thing. Shouts out to the F-13s and the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? For shutting that down. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole cancerous type of lifestyle going on in California, South Central Los Angeles. What I'm speaking on is my thing. I'm not talking about how the world is. How I don't know what's going down in the D, in the Chi, in the Boop-de-Boo. But I know it's the systematic part is probably the same.
Yeah.
Just the results flow different because the community role is different. Every state has gangs, they just don't call them that. In Oakland, they got they motherfucking hoods, the Richmonds and the Villes and such and such. And then you got in New York, they got the boroughs. I don't know what they call them in the show. Is they the certain miles in Detroit? Or
It's miles, you know what I'm saying? East side, west side.
But the whole thing is we protecting this. You come over here, got us fucked up at the end of the day.
Right.
Same fucking recipe is just turkey meat or ground beef, but it's still fucking some weak ass street spaghetti they feeding us. You feel me?
So what was your first project that got you in the limelight? And how did that
Well, Rep Your Set in 2006, but I had been on things of artists from Arizona. I worked with Music Doctor out here in Arizona, iRock. Them with the niggas who helped me hone my skills. Marlon B's project, we got about to number 19 on the BRE charts. Song Paper Chase played on the box, but what got me known was the Rep Your Set song, which I denied 2 or 3 times. I told the homies no, but I didn't tell the homies no because I didn't want to do the song. I didn't want my hood to be at the forefront of what I was trying to do with my music, because at that time when I started doing music, that wasn't popular. You know, I came up right under Eazy-E and Snoop and all them. And other than Snoop, nobody really claimed they hood on music, but he was Long Beach City. He didn't exactly tell you 20s till later. MCA was from Trag New, but he never had a song saying that. Eazy-E was from Kelly Park. You never heard it out his mouth. You just knew. You knew DJ Cook was from Treetop because of the mixtapes. But when he got on, Second to None and everything. So what I meant to say was the hood shit was in you, not on you. Now it's in reverse. Niggas look at YouTube and just want to be from 60s because they like Nip, want to be Buzz because they like YG, Schoolboy Q, they want to be grooving. You know, and the list goes on. So it's like wrestling now. It's like WWF. You can niggas mamas work their ass off to move you to a whole nother city, and you catch the train and come down here to be from the set and go sleep in your motherfucking central air and heating and act like you from the struggle or from the pain. When last time you lost a partner? You probably have to look on the internet to see. Damn, man, the homie gone. You know him? No, but I heard he a real one. Damn. Damn.
Hey, that's some real shit, though. It is.
To get put on hoods now, you know now you can just upload a fight and send it to 3 different hoods, and they'll get at you with a hood name and like a reference number, and you go to niggas' hood, and that's how you get on now.
Damn.
Yeah, it's called the login locs. Log in the loc, man. It's changed. It's changed. I never seen gang banging in those Jetson cartoons. I seen flying cars, opening doors, Rosie the Robot. I didn't think we was gonna have to log in to Loki.
Log in to Loki.
No, because now I gotta. Hey, I got
log in to Lockout. Blood, where my computer at? What's over there? On my mama or my charger? What you mean, nigga? I'm about to cuss these niggas out. These niggas got me fucked up, nigga. I'm about to put in some work. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. Fuck you niggas and your dead homies. Send.
Send.
God forbid your internet off. You can't even go on no drive-by if your internet off. Hold on, my nigga, my Wi-Fi, but I'm gonna tell these niggas in a minute. Watch. Come on, that's what we doing. If you that good, you might as well get what's called a job and learn coding. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my
they shouldn't be capitalizing off video games showcasing how to get in and out of our hood. My son can go be from any hood on that goddamn video game.
Oh, what? GTA? Yeah.
You know what the hell going on. I don't have the systems and shit, but I hear GTA, like San Andreas, whatever, you can go to Sloss and swap meet, the mall, that shit is showing the alleys. That's a blueprint for destruction. And ain't a black nigga had a system up to make that shit or even get no goddamn insight. They could just be characters on.
They did.
That was my first time here. I ain't never heard it that way though.
They did. They had a few people that
or characters on it. Imageries of the motherfucking fuckery. They didn't go to these street gangs and say, is it all right if I use your community in this video game? You know why? Because they don't have to. These niggas don't own shit. Fuck, I gotta ask you something for.
That's real.
Yeah, they don't have to.
That's
the only reason only way they gonna die. People clown shit is such at abundance. I gotta feed it to you like that to get you to fucking listen. So I gotta give you all this baby food.
Because guess where the real shit is coming from these days? Like Dave Chappelle said.
Because you gotta sneak it in. You gotta sneak them in the back door. You gotta do the Trojan horse. You know what I'm saying? To get the message out, you got to be the Trojan horse. Oh, don't worry about that nigga. That nigga crazy. You got to go Paul Mooney with it, though. It's so funny, you ain't even laughing. Yeah. Paul Mooney is the funniest motherfucker on earth that you've never actually laughed at. Your mind laughing. Doing that. That's how you know it's shit funny. Like, this nigga crazy. That's how you know he the shit.
Because it's real. He's telling the truth like a motherfucker.
You can't fake it. He ain't been around 5 generations for nothing. Protect Paul Mooney.
Hey, for real. Hey,
y'all talking about Betty White. What about Paul Mooney, my nigga?
I love Paul. I love his substance is all real. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you got me at a loss over here, not at a loss. Just hey, I'm just thinking and I know I'm the host. I'm supposed to be more interactive.
But you with your partner, so it ain't like you got a guest on here. You got a loved one.
Yeah. This is the
the
first one.
This is gonna be a real interesting episode.
So as of today, like what you got going on today?
Oh, I got Smoke a Lot Radio popping right now. Me, Yukmouth, and the beautiful, lovely Samone Taylor from the adult movies. A lot of you brothers know about Samone Taylor. And I got the more famous Yukmouth. I got 5 on the fame, Looney's fame, and I'm a South Central nigga. And Yuck came and gave me a shot. We've been rocking about 7 years now. 6-7 years now. And we just did Jay Prince last night. You know what I'm saying? Had E40, Richie Rich on the show. We done had a lot of top brothers, but it's a podcast thing. And I do that. I just dropped a single called It's Nothing on my own. And that single was really dropped as like want to show my kids what daddy do. It wasn't really about jumping out there and putting a song. It was my Brenda's Got a Baby. I had a message I want to give. I want to talk to the youth. And I knew that my kids seeing their father in his work element, they always see mommy putting on her work slacks going to work.
Right.
They never see what daddy do.
Right.
So my thing with It's Nothing was to let them see that a 9-hour video shoot ain't fun. Let them see that them lights is hot. Let them see you only get to eat a couple of times and it's probably something real fucking healthy because they don't want you getting itis. You feel me? Learn what daddy do so you can go on and know what you want to do. I got 6 children and a grandson. So my little ones is all aspiring everything. You know what I'm saying? So my job is to let them see that dreams can come true. If they see their older dad still pursuing what some people call a dream, but I'm really actually living my dream. I asked to be a relevant person. I asked to be an entertainer. I asked to do music. And God gave me all those elements. Now, if you want to look for the financial status of all of that shit, I didn't ask that. My job is to keep the foot door open for these kids and these dreams so people can know dreams can come true. I can tell you dreams come true and prayers work by the simple fact Donald Trump just let my homeboy out of jail. Corvain Cooper, who was serving life in jail. He was the one on the news not too long ago that got pardoned 20 minutes before Trump was walking off that goddamn airplane. I prayed at 9 o'clock when that happened. And that man, a street nigga from South Central Los Angeles, the East Side, got pardoned by Donald J. Trump.
Did he know him?
You know what? How hard it is to get a pardon? It's hundreds of.
I mean, I'm just.
Let me answer your question so you won't have to ever ask it again. It's hundreds of people fill out every year for a pardon. How often do you hear those motherfuckers granted? Donald Trump is the only motherfucker, because they always do it on their way out. Nobody gets in office and starts pardoning shit. He got out a lot of his friends, and he got out a lot of shit that didn't make sense. I can only feel a certain way about Donald J. Trump after letting my brother out, who I ran the motherfucking bricks with, Harry O out, who, you know what I'm saying, and then his other friends and other people. So to get on that list, to even be heard, is unprecedented from a South Central nigga. And 20 minutes for this man who's going through impeachment, going through a bunch of bullshit, man say, hey, that's a few real niggas I need you to. My brother was doing 8 years on a life with no parole, and every witness on his case was already in custody that the prosecution had. And they gave that man life for marijuana and turned our old store into a dispensary when he went to jail. But he's sitting in jail for life. He got out. So I had a different perception of shit, and I learned how not to be mad at everything, but to start researching and seeing what you can do on your part. We all have a part. We all have an obligation to give a fuck. And if you don't give a fuck, you got to practice the art of shutting the fuck up.
Stand the fuck out the way.
Period. Like the bitches say. Period. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, intelligent, touching, caring human when you hear bitches. So it's a whole thin line with this shit now, because we had a crook for a president, but look who we got in there now. 100 days in. You got a check yet? Fuck a check. You got a job opportunity? When the motherfucking niggas got to fucking with the stock market, what they do? They broke it on down, and now they got a whole task force talking about who tipped off niggas to let them know about the game. What was that? The Dodge coin and all that shit not too long ago floating around the internet. They don't want us playing on their playing field. Niggas need to stop sitting on their motherfucking hands and start playing their game. They come and play our game, and they tap out our game, and they start watching us play it, the sports. Let's play the game of business, coding, of stock market, investing, and fucking with each other. You ain't got to like the coach to play for the fucking team. Hence Kobe and Shaq. We need to learn how to get some rings together, my nigga.
You said coding a couple of times.
Coding.
Why you mention coding?
Because that's the new thing. My boy Corvain Cooper, they got a program trying to teach the kids coding, how to make their own websites, make their own apps, make their own shit. We got to take this sheepish type of mentality up out of our kids, motherfucker. Because they sitting there, they know more than us. But we got to water that shit.
Yeah.
We got to sometimes sit down and have what's called a conversation. Sometimes make your child go out and do something that's called play. Remember that? They had this cold shit called a ball back in the day. Remember the motherfuckers?
You bounce it.
Throw it to you and you might do something crazy like throw it back to me. That's crazy. He threw it back. I touched him. I ran. He touched me. I chased him. Damn, that was fun.
Hey, that was the shit.
Now you got 12-year-old niggas, 189 pounds, playing video games, Indian style, eating snacks all motherfucking day. You wonder why his heart fucked up. Yeah. He needs to do what's called play. But no, you on the phone, you logging in. You logging in so some nigga can come put the log in. You feel me? Start giving some of these niggas custody of these kids.
And that's
Niggas fighting for them.
We can't even fucking take some of the goddamn
nigga.
Shit. We can't even motherfucking ask shit without having to pay for why we asking it. That needs to be changed. Ain't no president came and trying to have no child support reform.
All right, let me tell you a jewel that I do know about that guy. I'm gonna say I'm a victim of it, so I can speak from my point of view. I never met my father. May he rest in peace. Now I know who he is as a grown man. I know who he is. I understand his situation and why he wasn't relevant in my life. I understand that as a grown man. And there's no misunderstanding about it. The fact that I know for a fact that he tried is enough for me as a man.
You feel like me.
You know what I'm saying? At least I know.
My dad boss
I can honestly say, as the man I am today.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Hold on. I would have done the same thing. You know, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, you don't give me specifics here.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing. But when I threw myself off.
But yours is a specific case of you had a decision to make how you felt about him when you learned the story. Mm-hmm. How old were you when you made that decision to not have being pissed off at him and inside?
Oh, clear up until I had a clear. I'm gonna put it like this, bro.
Were you an adult?
Oh yeah, I was about. This happened a few years ago.
See, my dad did 27 years. Wasn't there because he was gone. But fortunately enough for him, my mom and the family members never talked down on him because he had custody of us before he left. So me never thinking the man was ever coming home anyway, I never had that resentful vibe. But you got a lot of kids that never met the father, and then the boyfriends and the men in the mama life ain't a constant, that ain't consistent. So then they grow up listening to a certain type of music that was warranted by the government and the hierarchs in the entertainment industry to pump up a certain mentality. Because I don't know if this is inappropriate to quote, but a certain leader that a lot of people hate once said, if I can control your music, I can control your whole generation. It's Adolf Hitler.
Yep. And look what's happening.
Yeah. Who's the god of entertainment? The devil. It's easy to listen to some music, but it's so hard to sit there and read 2 pages out that book.
That's real. Hey, that's real shit. Talk to him. What you say?
But if I make
chop it up with Kato.
Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
You know, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Early in Nipsey Hussle's career, people want to ignore the elephant in the room that at one time that shit was called, man, cut that 6-0 shit off, my nigga. What is it? Because we don't want to hear one nigga from one hood. This is how LA think. Crips are saying this. This ain't nothing Bloods are saying. Man, all right, that's enough of that 6-0 shit, my nigga. So that made other niggas say, well, we gonna be the rapper like this. But so when Nipsey started giving us that shit, he's the only rapper on the West Coast in our world that told us how to make some money. Shouts out to Tookie, but he wasn't about no bread.
Real
you never seen Tookie in no car? No stacks or nothing? Wasn't Nicky Barnes? Wasn't Freeway Rick?
Right. That's real. I mean,
and that's not taken away from
that's not taken away from nobody.
You ain't gotta like me to like the truth. I ain't fucking make this shit up.
Right.
Don't get mad at me because I got cognitive thinking and I can know what I'm looking at, motherfucker. Nipsey said, nigga, do this, do that, do that. He broke his neck to stay right there so he could show you it can be done.
Detail. You talked about.
God damn it. If I gotta wear every street nigga short set and sweatsuit, so be it. I'm happy when I see I need all mine. Slow feet don't eat. Hating is a crime. Yellow Rose, TMC, Cody's Customs, the all the street motherfuckers that's out here rocking and rolling, that's motherfucking trying to do their street shit in clothing lines, selling lighters, selling CDs, selling shit. I'm trying to buy everything. The street Figaro or the street Furman, I don't give a fuck. We got to get out that mentality like this shit is ours, nigga. We been lied to, nigga. We been lied to, nigga. We the one been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, but we still here. So it ain't no fucking excuse no more, my nigga.
We gotta do.
You niggas are smart enough to give a fuck. Let me see you be dumb enough to not, since I got to talk to you in reverse.
Oh, shit.
You know, it's not a right or wrong. It's not about having the right answers. It's about dialogue.
Yeah.
We all need dialogue. I don't give a fuck how much cripping I done in my life. I can't honestly sit there and look at you in your face and be like, oh, blood walking here. No, because I've been in the penitentiary and that same blood and stabbed him some shit. And you've been in a riot? You had to go back to back? Like Ryu and Guile? All right. I'll wait.
I mean, I can answer that question.
I'm talking to these motherfuckers in this camera. I'm talking to these motherfuckers in this camera.
Yeah,
Thank
I can relate.
I know you can. That's why I'm sitting on your couch. Because you can relate. I'm not talking to a goddamn rock. Like I said, I ain't got all the answers, but I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because even if I'm wrong, I'm damn near like right. Hence Terrence Martin in the 50 Cent movie. That's why I got this shit.
Hey, I like the fact that, you know, you here doing exactly what we promote. You know what I'm saying? Generation conversation, my nigga. You sitting there speaking from your generation to some niggas that's from two different generations. I'm older than you. I'm older than you. He younger than you.
I want to speak with them. I'm not trying to talk at them because I did an interview not too long ago with my bro Sweet Rue about Pie Rules. And one of the brothers during the interview asked me, what is the difference between jail time now in this generation, our generation? I'm like, for one, in certain ways, we didn't have phones and we had to sneak and smoke cigarettes. So smoking blunts and being on TikTok and making clothes is a little different type of jail. Then I can answer. And it was nice. Some of that shit was nice.
Hold on.
And he got put in the hole for 9 months for being smart and staring up to state property.
Hold on.
When he need to be somebody, some designer need to come give these brothers a chance. A lot of these niggas is just in there for bad decisions, not for murdering shit. Not for some niggas is in there for fucking having an ashtray with a roach in it. Oh, you gotta do 4 years for that. God damn. So this man gotta do over 1,500, 2,000 days in jail for some shit the government paying all their light bills for. Whatever state.
Things that make you say, But wait, let me tap in on that subject you said about doing time today. Yeah, because when, like you said, when you were doing time, niggas had to smoke.
Time was about survival. It was not about being sexy.
It wasn't about being sexy. In that era,
niggas
in your era, niggas
I didn't even cut my hair in that motherfucker. Let's visit it.
Niggas had to sneak and smoke cigarettes, right?
Niggas
had to work out. Niggas had to work out with water bags, right? You know what I'm saying? Niggas had pull-up bars and water bags.
Making that jail wine just so you can feel fine.
Look, in my time.
Bird baths.
Look. I was there in that time, but I was also there in that time before that when they actually had iron on the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
pig iron pictures.
Where a nigga was actually out there with red bandanas and blue bandanas and.
When you go to this part, that's when you cut it.
Yeah, go throw some of the pictures. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, when niggas was actually out there front line in the stoops, hitting the
shoes on in the county, gambling with real money.
Niggas had boots. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that only.
I wasn't there, but I remember.
Yeah,
because niggas like him gave a fuck about a nigga enough to say, here go that couple of dollars, go about your business.
Yeah, go sit down somewhere, my niggas ain't what you want. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I have never seen no nigga in no blue rag knock on no motherfucking door. Red rag, orange rag, purple rag, green, and say, hey, the such and such is want you. I seen Uncle Sam pictures talking that shit. 18, you want me to go kill, but I can't go get a shot of tequila. But I can go die for the country, but I can't go get a drink.
It's fucked up.
So niggas made a decision.
Yep.
So I can't sit there and watch you make a decision and put me on. You feel me? It don't even go like that. You niggas on some real shit. Ain't nobody. Let's go. It's not that dramatic, y'all.
And that,
None of you niggas only from the hood because your cousin died. And you look like the nigga.
Wait. Oh no, wait. My thing is now, like you said, they got niggas. It's so cold now. That was the last season where niggas, like you say, just enlisting.
Then we can finish crying and you got the aftershocks.
At least last in. Now we're from niggas getting caught. All you had to do was get jumped in by having a fade and blast it up.
Niggas will beat your ass for trying to go to the store in house shoes. We didn't own a pair of flip flops. They didn't even make them for men. Unless you play sports. Didn't no niggas wear no fucking out. Your foot wasn't even doing shit like that. Like
your foot would move right like that.
Your toes never curled up walking these ghetto streets. This shit funny. Oh, I'm just saying, don't mind me, y'all. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Kato that just like to talk that shit.
Hey, as you should. That's what you
chop it up, Kato. That's what we doing right now.
Chopping it up, man. I'm talking some Paul Bunyan shit. We knocking down trees, nigga. Smoking
that nigga say,
smoking on this California.
Oh shit.
Hey man, that's where I'm from, my nigga. That's where you from, my nigga from Detroit. But hey, you know, this conversation, you can holler at your boy, you know, or holler at your boy D. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, tap in. You know, you welcome to do one of these as well, man. We just want to chop game and hear from the youth. You know,
I might start zooming in once a month. Ask Kato.
Oh, okay.
Make them cash apples though.
Yeah.
They gonna cash apples if you want to ask Kato.
Yeah. Cause Kato, hey, you want to ask?
And I'm gonna zoom in and we gonna vibe satellite they fucking dog head ass.
We gonna make shit make sense.
We on.
You know.
Yeah, we gonna smoke some of these goddamn jelly donuts while we do it. You fucking dog head.
They don't know nothing about that.
From Cali with the Cali.
Come on, man.
You got to, nigga. It's legal to file from state to state. You didn't know.
Here's some of that.
Yes, sir.
That's some of this one.
And they don't break. They gotta be careful.
Smell that though. Smell that though. That's that heavy shit. Ouch. Hey.
Donuts. Motherfucking jelly donuts.
Jelly motherfucker.
Things that make you say, But yeah, the only got a song. Like you said, the new generation. For y'all that don't know, my nigga Bumpy Boys got a song called "You Ain't From the Set." Check that out. I know a couple niggas got that same theme. You ain't from the set, but my nigga Bumpy, you need to check that out. That motherfucker produced by Disco Boogie.
Oh, that's my nigga. I just was in the studio with Disco last month.
Yeah,
we was up in the lab up here in Hollywood for Caviars, man. What's up, Disco?
Shout out to my nigga Disco.
Man. My Inglewood niggas. I don't even never do that for niggas, but you my nigga, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I fuck around. Now I'm at to argue with some nigga at King Park talking about, y'all seen what you.
Nigga, so.
I'm just talking shit. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me.
Do as you motherfucker feel.
They gonna shake my hand because they understand.
You smell it.
Everybody don't have that dialogue. It's a whole nother dialogue.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, my mama. Los tanos saben garte las mujeres en un chante solta calle, por favor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm bi-Negro.
Bi-Negro.
Bilingual Negro.
Huh.
A lot of Hispanic viewers gonna tell you that I just didn't say absolutely nothing, but it sound good. You feel me? I didn't say shit. None of that shit. Los nanos alabangate las mujeres. None of that shit's a word, but it sound good.
That nigga cuss a motherfucker out in that language. Huh?
Yeah, I made it.
And to a real Mexican, to a real Mexican, he gonna stand there and look at you like, what the fuck?
He gonna start laughing because he know that the American people think he said something. So he gonna fuck with me like you a fool. I'm a Spanish troll. I'm like a chili troll.
Oh, I got a topic for you right now. Check this one out, man. This is my take on this Paul shit, man. I'm tired of hearing you grown ass men saying this Paul shit. The only reason you feel you need to say Paul is to justify another motherfucker's feelings about what you saying, then you got a motherfucking problem.
Yeah, I never understood Paul.
There's never no fucking reason for me to ever say pause for any motherfucking reason to anybody, because I ain't never talking about no gay shit. If I say some shit that you could interpret some gay shit, then you and your gay
Yeah,
shit.
like I can't sit up there and just because you told me I had a nice shirt on, I don't automatically think that you like me or anything. And I don't think men like me anyway. So I'm not so when my boy like, oh man, you just such my nigga, no homo though. I'm like, well, now you done threw my mind into a frequency that wasn't going on at first, because I don't understand why you had to clear that up. I never thought you liking my jacket was a sexual.
You know what that is now? You know what that is?
Kind of tone. Like
that now they have a new term for that right now because of this new homosexual gay community movement. They have this thing called a gaydar. You know, anybody in the gay community has a radar for certain signs.
And I feel like that's fucked up.
Check me out. They say just because, like, you and I affiliate on some gang shit. If I'm somewhere and I hear a nigga say cuz on the other side of the room that I don't know, I can look over there and automatically alert that nigga Crip affiliated, especially if he got a Kansas City hat on, or depending on his attire, all can already look at body language and already know, because I'm from that element. I'm from that gang element. That's something that I grew up on. I'm not from a gay element.
Yeah, I know when a nigga stand aside,
so I don't have to. I don't have to have my radars up to see and to listen for hitting signals
and then
and none of that. And I ain't never got to question what the fuck I'm saying.
And by you being so concerned about that, you don't have time to mix it in with some other cultures.
Right, you gotta stop everything you saying on what you saying just to say pause to justify your feeling to another nigga thinking, fuck you if I say something. And I ain't finna say pause. Fuck you, nigga. That's what I mean. That don't mean, nigga, nothing other than that. I ain't gotta say pause. When nigga say something just that simple,
and that's what's so,
they gotta pause.
That's what's so tricky. That's what's so tricky because. And then they come with these new words like toxic masculinity. And so then they're telling you you're acting too much like a man, or you're putting too much of your man things on. But being a man is Mother Nature. It's a nature. It's a natural thing. It's not nothing I decided. You know what? I'm gonna be a bitch today. Fuck that. These niggas got me fucked up. Nobody's waking up doing that. But then the gay community gonna say, oh, you're a fake homosexual. You should keep it real. So I don't know, you know. So it's He went so you know say
and that's why you gotta leave that shit.
Yeah. I remember I was in jail, man. Nigga always mad at the alphabet guys. And I'd be like, you know, if you lose a fight to him, you go with him now, right? You need to leave that motherfucker alone.
No, the coldest thing.
Whatever's going on with him, he ain't said nothing to you.
Right.
Every morning you waking up bothering him. I said, you know, he might have only been like that for about 6 months. That whole other 28 years of his life, he been a nigga. He gonna knock your ass out. Cuz.
Then put a honey bun.
My nigga.
And leave you with a honey bun.
Then you get the honey bun. And we're not gonna explain what a honey bun is, but it ain't a pastry.
Yeah. It's your pastry. It is a pastry.
Well, the taste test is going on in this dorm, but that's not the here nor there. That's the fight that these kids got to fight. They got to fight different wars now. And, you know what I'm saying? It seems like every time we say anything about our opinions about shit, we can't say that shit because that culture gets more respect and more love than being black.
Or being a man.
So... we constantly got a black man is just built just like America. Every year we got some new shit to fight for, fight about. We can't never post up. And that's just what it is. We the most mocked, imitated, hated, inebriated, castrated race.
Separated. everybody got more unity than we do, and that's sad.
And then,
but we got to do better than that. As a black community,
but we probably not. Let's all just start addressing the elephant in the room. Probably not.
As a whole,
we're not. So let's just keep surviving. You do what work with your program, because that's what they're gonna do, and that's just how I go. Because we ain't gonna come together. We ain't gonna rock with each other. We ain't gonna help each other. We ain't gonna stop hating on each other. We're not gonna have each other's back. So I want some of you black people out there to look yourself in the mirror and say, fuck these niggas. Because that's just what we do. We look ourselves in the mirror every day and wonder how we can go outside and what's the best way we can say, fuck these niggas. I'm finna get in my car. I'm finna shit on them. I'm finna get my shoes. I'm finna shit on them. I'm finna smoke this weed. They're gonna be like, damn, where you get that weed? I'm gonna charge their ass $100 an eighth. Nigga, I fuck with this bitch. I'm gonna fuck the shit out that bitch. I'm not gonna love and take care of this woman. I'm gonna fuck that bitch. So just continue doing what you're doing. Don't change. Don't do nothing different. That's my message. You don't need no messages no more, my nigga. Motherfuckers know. Motherfuckers know, my nigga. Ain't no more messages.
There ain't no more messages.
Because you want to go from messages to massages. It ain't happening with Kato on this interview. Keep not giving a fuck about nobody but your goddamn self.
It's a Kato moment.
Keep killing your goddamn generation from the inside out, and keep wondering why nothing's gonna happen good. You're not gonna listen to me. You're not gonna listen to the white man. You're not gonna listen to your auntie, your sister, your cousin, your brother. So go on and stick your thumb up your ass and go fuck yourself, because that's how all you niggas is acting, and my ass included. Because I ain't listening yet, because you motherfuckers ain't listening. So that's what the message is on this one. I'm not gonna come in with no one to grow on shit and all this bullshit. I know goddamn well y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all fuck with me because I'm entertaining, not because of what the fuck I'm talking about is worth explaining. You don't care.
All right, what's your take, man? Give me your take.
Pandemic right now. How many of you bitches right now miss your job, nigga? You gonna get to your job, and your job nigga got a new baby because he been quarantining. He gotta do what's called actually like his wife. That's crazy. You gotta actually go home and like the bitch. Wow. If quarantine couldn't do it, Kato definitely can. And that's it.
Kato put y'all on black.
Come on, my nigga. You bitches is out there want them donut. That nigga to bring that little piece of pie. That shit that he know what color red. You like the purple red velvet cake because you only told Cuz. Because you niggas better realize Cuz spending 40 hours with your bitch and overtime. You only see her on the weekends. Job boyfriend, you need to buy Cuz something for Father's Day. Because he keeping your bitch happy because you ain't. And bitches. Oh, bitches! You bitches know what's up. Start coming in twos.
Oh my goodness, this nigga Kato is crazy. But real,
bitch love you so much, she wants you to be everything but happy.
Everything.
She wants you to be rich. She wants you to be strong, solid, but she don't want you happy. Why are you looking at that bitch? Babe, when we was talking, I had a girlfriend.
Forgot about that one.
I left her for you. You knew you wasn't worth it, huh? That's why you're mad. This motherfucker fucked around and chose me. Damn. Fellas, they bitches just want dick too. Get the memo. They ain't fucking with you like that, cause they don't have to. The government giving them too much money.
They fucking with the government. The who? They fucking with the government.
The government is fucking. You just come through and try to lick the little bullshit twat and go about the chicken shit business.
Yeah, no matter what you talk about, the government is fucking your bitch.
Generation Conversation Network for your world. You bitch, you. So reason these chunks is on the top of this light pole. It's that shit. This ain't a Dodger hat, my nigga.
Yeah, he just
Mexicans got the Dodger hat.
That nigga took my hat. The nigga took the hat and the hug took the hat and hung it up over that motherfucker. Just throw him up there.
Y'all know what these Chuck E. Cheese mean. Don't do
You know what I
that.
mean? Chuck E. Cheese.
Like my nigga Christopher Wallace say, if you don't know, now
you know.
now the funky dog head you do.
You funky dog head. It's you. That deals. Yeah, okay. But all right. Music wise, who are some of your inspirations in the music game?
Inspiration is gonna be Nas, Rakim, MC8, Tupac. It's not no order. Scarface, Daz Dillinger, DJ Quick, Spice One. I was a big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube for sure. Richie Rich for sure.
As an artist in the game, who are some of the people you would like to work with that's out of your idol top?
I think I can have a gang of fun with T.I. I think I can have a gang of fun making a song with T.I. I can make some fun with Cuz Gone. Me and Cuz supposed to get down and have some fun. Me and Speak Roof would have some fun. I don't want to put a bunch of auto tunes on my shit, so some niggas I'm not even gonna pick. But you asked me a cold question because these niggas ain't like
you would have because I know you've done a lot of music.
It's a young nigga named Seti Hendrix that's out. My son is in his video. I like his shit. He a new up and coming nigga. I know he off the. I think Cud dope. I went on and listen to some of his other music. I could fuck with Cud. I like Dave East. You know what I'm saying?
Younger generation.
I like Dave East.
And he rep your neighborhood.
Yeah.
So is he solidified in your neighborhood like they saying? Or
when Dave East first came down, I got the call, and the homie Drew and them hit me. We met at the studio. Me, him. The homie Brandy Kane was with us. What's his name? Puffy's son name. Christian Combs was there at that session, and good dude, good bars. He had a song called "Type of Time" I used to like, and I like the nigga as a person. Type of Time, you know what I'm saying? And Dave East is from Harlem Crip, you know what I'm saying? He's from New York, but he tapped in. But I tap in with the New York Harlems when I go down there, man.
Okay, I got a perfect question for you to segue into that.
Yeah,
being different generations, and I would like your take on this. And this is not.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it, so I'm totally ready.
Yeah. So get there because
I'm totally ready.
Okay, I want your take on this because it's a big difference in generations and then generation gaps.
I'm finna tell you why the generation gap.
When we was in the banging era, in my generation of banging era, there was no East Coast, West Coast. No East Coast, down south, Crips or Bloods. We was frowned upon as them niggas.
We was some homie Jerry curl wearing buster faggots. Let's just say it what they called us.
Yeah, and then a generation.
New York called us Jerry curl wearing faggots.
Then the next generation, which is the Snoop Dogg generation.
You know why? You ready for me to answer, or you want to keep the question going?
Go ahead. I wanted to ask the question, but
ask it.
The question.
It's your show.
I'm trying to lead up to the question. The question was, with the difference in generations of gang activity from then to now, what was once looked upon as frowned upon now is accepted. And how do you feel about that, being in the middle of those then, now, and in between? Because you're in between. I'm a 70s baby, so I went through the 80s situations of the banging era. But I was a kid growing up. But at that time, that was the bottom ends of the.
Sit on what you just said. You was a 70s baby. Mm-hmm. You asked me a question about some kids from the 21st century. Mm-hmm. We're in the 21st century. Right?
No, I'm not talking about.
No. You want to answer?
Yeah.
Can't do it talking. This is what happened. Our music worked. It hit. What we set out to do worked. There's no reason to be mad because you got to remember, these new kids did not hate New York or LA. They don't know nothing about Pac and Biggie. So they look at bomb music, bomb culture. Damn, that's hard. They don't look at Pac and Biggie. If Pac and Biggie never had a riff, there would be every West Coast artist that ever lived and ever existed got his inspiration from fucking New York. There's nowhere else to get it from because they made up rap. We made up real shit.
Yeah.
I sat up there and wondered the same shit when I first touched down in New York, and I felt the energy, and I went there alone. Went out there and loped with my New York niggas and seen what they thing is. They dead serious. The only difference is they're not hood because they don't have. It's not this neighborhood is beefing because we close, and they think it's just actually because of Crip and blood. But shit, how society has deemed it and how everything that happened now, the kids that's Crip and blood in New York, Chicago always been red and blue. Certain places that's running the gang thing is because we raised them. They don't know. They was not around through the East Coast, West Coast beef. So their mind is not running like that. Their mind is running like, damn, this shit banging. Damn, I like that whole little mystique. I like, just like we like to every now and then buy a pair of Timberlands. Every now and then put the blunt. That's New York. I can't diss them so long and they brought us the blunt. Brought us the blunt. There are evil twin brothers, my nigga. There's no faster place than LA and New York.
I didn't ask that question with any malice toward that. It's just
no, you're not letting me land. You're not letting me land, Blast.
Go ahead.
Blast.
Got you. I got you.
You got me 5 shots of Reposado and Bomb Ass Kush.
Go.
On this generation
go. The floor is yours, man. Hey, I'm going to shut my mouth.
When I come on generation motherfucking conversation,
yeah.
It's a whole nother sensation because it's marijuana in the bud. So you're going to get off. But only thing I don't like about the other states fucking with our gang culture is that everybody can be a Crip and blood but us now. We know LA and South Central, the only people can't be Crips and Bloods no more. We can't be Crips and Bloods no more. So if you go to Los Angeles, every Crip you see gonna have red on. And every blood you see gonna wear blue. They don't wear red.
I wear red.
Not talking about you, young man.
No, I'm just thinking out loud because I'm out.
Can't do that on the interview.
Okay. Got you.
So it's a culture thing. You like Chinese food? Been to China?
No,
you been to China?
Yeah.
That's a luck of the draw. You been to Japan?
Yeah.
Military. Army or something, nigga?
Military Navy.
That's why you ain't within travel, motherfucker. You ain't said, baby, come on, we going to China.
No.
Okay, so it's a culture thing. And our culture went so worldwide, everybody can love it but us. That's the only irritation I have it because y'all ain't buying no West Coast niggas music no more, but everybody else can be West Coast. Yes, I love the little homie. And it's other niggas from other states and shit too. But that gang shit goes to show you it wasn't just LA. It was a mentality that was an addictive type of persona and mentality. And it's a persona that you morph into, is what people think. It's a lifestyle for us in South Central, but the people in other states, it's a mentality you morph into. Crippin'. Oh, so business. Oh, grooving and move. I name every facet because I'm a really South Central nigga and none of that shit's the same. Hoovers and gangsters ain't Crips and ain't Bloods. So I name everybody and give everybody their separate shit because it's what? It's a mentality thing. It's a South Central thing. That's why I'm the soul of the city. The soul of the city, the soul of what makes this work is respect and understanding and looking in eyes, and that keep you from getting killed. Looking in eyes can stop that nigga from going to the truck or to the Uber, and that's a direct thing. It's a case-by-case scenario, and sometimes you can end up a case in a scenario. And that's just what we live by. Our kids have to live with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a case-by-case scenario, but in some cases, you can end up a scenario. That's South Central. Make sure we got that.
Oh, we got that.
That's South Central in a nutshell. You want to ask motherfucker what South Central is? It's a case-by-case scenario, but in some cases, you can end up a scenario. We ended on that. I think that was a dope thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
G2Bs, a generation conversation. If you ain't got the patience.